So today I've dedicated this class to the element of water. With all the wildfires going on in California, I hope that this practice could be sort of like a little prayer for perhaps some much needed rain soon. So whenever you're ready, we're gonna come to a comfortable position. So feel free to stay seated, or you might come all the way onto your back. Whatever you need to get comfortable. We're going to start with a short grounding practice. I'm going to get right into it. So yeah, take the most comfortable position. And just give yourself a moment to settle in. Know that you can make any minor adjustments, any movements in the body, any energy that you might need to let go of, so they can really settle in. And as you allow your body to gradually remain still, just give yourself a moment just to check in and see where you're at today. And if you need to make any extra adjustments to make yourself another 5 or 10% more comfortable, please do what you need to get there. And feel free to remain with your eyes open or closed. Either way, we're going to try to bring our attention within. So we're going to start to bring that attention maybe into our heart, maybe into our breath, whatever speaks to you. And as you begin to settle in, continue with this check-in with yourself. Noticing how your body feels as you relax here, feeling supported by the earth beneath you. Noticing any sensations that might be arising within your body. Maybe there are areas in the body that are calling for your attention. And without judgment, allow these sensations to arise. And you might notice your breath. Breathing in through the nose, maybe out through the nose or mouth. Just noticing the quality of your breath, the movements of the breath, how the breath manifests, what movements it creates in your body. And taking one last deep breath in, and let it go. And whenever you feel ready, gently open your eyes. Bring your focus back into the room. We're going to start off in a comfortable seated position, so feel free to make your way up. And really come to a position where you're feeling most stable and comfortable here. So if you want to elevate yourself, feel free to sit on top of a yoga block or a cushion or folded blankets. And you might sit cross-legged if this feels good. From here, we're going to allow our spine to lengthen, allow the shoulders to relax. And we're going to just do a few seated cats and cows here. So as you inhale, we're going to open the chest, relax the shoulders down and arch into the low back. You might look straight ahead, or you might look slightly upward. As you exhale, you're going to pull the belly in, round the spine, allow the head to drop forward. So again, inhale, coming into seated cow pose. And exhale, coming into seated cat pose. So continue at your own pace. And follow your breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And allow these movements to flow from one to the other. Incorporating this sort of flowing water element into your practice. And then slowly coming back up, we're going to start to circle the body around. You make these circles as big or as little as you like. And feel free to bring in any other parts of the body that want to participate. One more circle here. Now we're going to switch directions. Noticing your breath. Allowing the body to move gently here. And then slowly come on back up to center. We're going to uncross the legs, have the feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. Bring your hands just behind you. We're going to allow the knees to sway to one side and then the other. Then slowly come on back to center. You can cross the legs. You might even bring the other leg in front. Now from here, we're going to open the arms out wide. As you exhale, you're going to twist to your left. You're going to bring your right arm onto the left shoulder and the left hand can come behind you. So come on back to center. Inhale, and as you exhale, the other side. Tapping the opposite shoulder. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So the theme of this class, as you may have noticed already, is we're going to bring in these kind of smooth, rhythmic motions here. And as we do this, you can picture perhaps your favorite body of water or movement of water that instill in you a sense of calm, peace, and relaxation. Come on back to center. Bring your arms or bring your hands down. We're going to give those shoulders a roll back and forward. As you inhale, reach the arms up overhead. You might look up to the fingertips. Exhale, circle the arms down. So again, inhale, reach up. And exhale, circle down. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands back behind you. Uncross the legs, feet wide. Again, we're going to sway the knees side to side. All right. And next time your legs come over to the left side, we're going to hold here. You can walk your fingertips closer to you so you can begin to sit up a little bit higher or taller. Allow the right knee to come close to the ground. We're going to twist towards your left. Bring your hands over towards the left side. So you can lengthen the spine, relax the shoulders down, and see if you can draw the heart forward. Deep breaths here. And then slowly untwist. Fingertips facing forward. You can just give yourself a moment here to sway the knees again, side to side. And then we're going to bring the legs over to the other side. Again, Walking the fingers up so you can sit up nice and tall. And when you're ready, we're going to twist towards the right. Bring both hands over to the right side. Lengthen along the spine. Draw the heart away. Shoulders are relaxed. And then again, focus on your breath. And if it doesn't feel good, you can always twist less. Deep breaths here. And then slowly unwind, coming back to center again, fingertips face forward. Sway the knees. And then when you're ready, we're going to move on to hands and knees, coming to tabletop position. So hands are roughly shoulder width apart and knees are roughly hip distance apart. Let's start off with a few cows and cats here. So inhale and exhale. Inhale, open the heart, look forward, slide the shoulders down. Exhale, pull the belly in, around the spine and relax the head and neck. Now you might continue with the cats and cows, or you might allow the body to move freely here and just notice what feels right. Right. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to come back to a neutral spine. From here, we're going to ascend the hips back towards the heels. We're going to reach the arms forward, coming to a child's pose. So you can allow the body to relax. You can relax the head down. Maybe the forehead will come to the ground. Maybe not. And on the next inhale, we're going to come onto hands and knees. You're going to keep shifting forward until shoulders are over the wrists, so you're in your low plank position. And as you exhale, send the hips back, coming to child's pose. So we're going to keep flowing here. So inhale, coming forward. Exhaling back. Again, inhale. Exhale. Breathing in, coming forward. Exhaling back, just allowing the body and the mind to enjoy the soothing, rhythmic movements here. You can stay with this flow, or next time as you come forward, we're going to tuck the toes under and lift the knees, coming to a plank pose. Pulling up from the belly, send the hips back and up, downward facing dog. So again, inhale, coming forward. Exhaling back. Inhale forward. And exhale back. So continue at your own pace. Maybe even slowing down the movements. One more. We're going to end back in downward facing dog and just take a moment here. Make any minor movements, maybe walking out the legs. Do what you need here. And then begin to settle in. Engage the belly, so drawing the belly or the navel towards the spine. And see if you can ground down into the hands, into the feet. But imagine the power is coming from the core and sending energy down from the tops of the arms into the hands and tops of the legs into the feet. Then begin to find a little bit more length along the spine from the tail all the way through to the crown. And notice your breath here. And then inhale, coming forward to plank. And then exhale back. This time look towards your hands, start to walk the feet up, coming to a forward bend. So knees can be bent here. See if you can get the belly close to your thighs, and then relax the head and neck. Inhale, come halfway up, lengthen along the spine. Feel free to bring your hands onto your blocks or maybe onto your legs if you wish to come a little bit higher up. Exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, halfway up. Exhale, down. Again, allow these movements to begin to flow. So, following your breath. One more here. From here, we're going to ground into the legs, bend the knees. Start to pull the belly in as you round on up, one vertebra at a time. Come all the way up to stand, and you might allow the shoulders to roll back and forward. And when you're ready, inhale, we're going to reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, circle down. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Hands to your heart. Exhale. From here, we're going to shift the weight into the left leg. We're going to pick the right heel up. Keep that gentle engagement in the core. Option to stay right here, or you might pick the foot up off the ground, or you might bend into the knee and draw the leg a little bit closer to you. From here, we're going to send that right leg back, straighten it out. Now, if you like, you can stay right here, or you might hinge slightly forward. We're not coming to warrior 3, so don't go all the way down. But we want to maintain a nice long line between the body and the foot, and the leg. So from here, we're going to tap the right toes down and then lift back up. So again, tap, keep the belly switched on. One more tap and up. Now hold here. Bend into the standing leg. Reach the right foot as far back as you can, and then gently place the foot down, coming to a high lunge. Make any adjustments here. You may want to widen or shorten the stance for stability. Option to stay right here, maybe hands in front of your heart. Otherwise, if it feels good to reach the arms up, go ahead. Pull the belly in, ground the legs down, and gently squeeze the inner thighs together. Alrighty. Now, option to stay right here, or we might straighten out both legs as you sweep the arms down. And then come on back into your high lunge. So we're going to flow here. And I'll let you choose your breath. So you might inhale as you come to lunge and exhale as you come to stand, or you might try the reverse breath. See what feels best in your body today. We're going to do one more. Next time you come to lunge, we're going to hold here. You're going to bring your hands to your heart. Spin the back heel down. We're going to adjust slightly so that you're in warrior 2 stance. So as you bend into the front knee is either stacking right on top of the front ankle or maybe slightly behind. We're going to open the arms out wide. Flip the front palm up to the sky. Reach that front arm up, back arm down. Option to stay here, or you might sink a little bit deeper and bring that top arm back, coming to peaceful warrior. See if you can relax into the shoulders. And then listen to your breath. So even as we're holding in a static pose, we can still continue to feel the movement and the flow of the breath. And then come on back up. We're going to lengthen out the front leg. Reach forward with that front arm, and then place the front hand down, back arm up. Open the chest, or turn the belly towards the sky, coming to triangle pose. Keep lengthening along the spine. One more breath here. And then bend into the front knee. Come on back, warrior 2. Bring the hands to your heart. You're going to turn both feet to face the same direction. We're going to bring the heels slightly inwards and bend into the knees, coming to temple pose. So either staying here, or you might just gently pulse. And you might follow your breath here. So as you exhale, you might sink a little deeper, and inhale, release slightly. Exhale. Inhale. One more, exhale. We're going to straighten out both legs. We're going to point the toes back towards the long side of the mat. Soften the knees. Keeping the spine nice and long, belly drawn in. We're going to hinge forward at the hips and bring the fingertips down either onto your block or maybe onto the floor. We're going to keep the spine nice and long here. Now you can either stay, or we're going to start to walk the hands over towards the back foot, and we're going to bend into the back knee. And then come on back to center and walk the hands across to the other leg, and again bending into that knee. So we're going to just flow from side to side. And if it feels good to come a little bit lower, you might come down and spin onto the heel of the opposite foot and turn the toes up to the sky. Again, noticing the flow of your breath here. Alrighty, slowly come on back to center. Lengthen out the spine. And then from here, we're going to turn both feet towards the front and walk the hands to frame the front foot coming into lunge. From here, we're going to send the front foot back to downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Inhale, coming forward to plank. And then exhale back. Again, inhale forward. Exhale back. Again, coming forward. And back. 2 more times. Breathe in. And out. And last one. And out. And we're going to hang out in your downward dog for 5 breaths. So allow the body to settle. Allow the breath to flow. Noticing the rhythm of your breath. The texture of your breath. And the movement of the breath in your body as you hold in this pose. And then whenever you're ready, flowing forward to plank, lower all the way down onto your belly. Press all 10 toenails down to the ground. Hug the belly in as you inhale. Open the chest. Roll the shoulders back and down, coming to baby cobra. And then continue to press on up, keeping engagement of the low back. Come as far as it feels good. Now can we stay? Let's take 2 breaths here. And release. Come on back to downward facing dog. Look towards the hands. You can walk or gently walk or hop the feet forward, coming to your forward bend. Inhale, come halfway up, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. Breathe in. And out. And ground the legs down, bend the knees. Pull the belly in as you slowly roll on up to stand. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, circle them down. Again, inhale, reach up. And exhale down. One more, breathe in, hands to heart. All right. When you're ready, grounding down into the legs, we're going to pick the left heel up. Option to stay right here, or you might hover the foot. You might flex into the foot and bend the knee and draw the leg a little closer to you. We're going to start to extend the leg back. Lengthen along the spine, hug the belly in, relax into the shoulders. Tap the left toes down and bring the leg back up. Again, tap and up. Tap and up. Hold here. Ground into the standing leg, bend into that knee. Reach the left foot back as far as you can, and then place the foot down, coming to your high lunge. Again, make your adjustments so that you're steady in your stance. Relax the shoulders, round the legs, pull the inner thighs together, and then feel the navel sucking in and lifting up. Option to stay here, or you might reach the arms up overhead. Deep breaths here. If you like, again, we're going to add some movements here. We're going to release the arms as you lengthen the legs and come on back down. Find a breath that works for you here. And sometimes it might even be the opposite breath that you were doing than the first side. Let's do one more here. And then when you're ready, come on back to your lunge and hold here. Bring your hands to your heart. We're going to spin the back heel down. Make your adjustments here. Coming to a warrior two stance. Again, as you bend into the front knee, the knee's either right over the ankle or slightly behind. You're going to turn your body to face the long side of the mat as you reach the arms out wide. Flip the front palm up to the sky. Front arm up, back arm down, option to stay right here. Otherwise, you might sink a little deeper into the hips and bring that top arm back. Peaceful warrior. Continue to ground down into the legs. Squeeze the muscles to your bones. And watch your breath. And slowly come on up. We're going to lengthen out the front leg. Reach as far as you can with that front hand. And then bring the hand down as you reach the back arm up, coming to triangle pose. Keep opening the chest, turning the belly towards the sky. If the head doesn't feel right or the neck doesn't feel right, you can always turn to look towards your foot or straight ahead. We're going to bend into the front knee and come on back up, warrior two. Hands to your heart. We're going to turn both feet to face the long side of the mat. We're going to draw the heels slightly inward so that toes are turning out. Bend into the knees, coming into your temple pose. And again, you might gently pulse here with this. Each exhale, you might sink a little bit deeper down. Inhale to release just ever so slightly. And continue with your breath here. Bring to mind any images of flowing water as you connect to this movement. Now straighten out both legs, turn the feet again to face the long side of the mat. We're going to soften the knees, hug the belly in as you hinge over at the hips, coming to a wide-legged half forward bend. Option to stay right here, or you might start to walk the hands towards the back foot, bending into the back leg, and then switching over to the other side. So continue here. You might turn the opposite toes up to the sky. Again, side to side. At your own pace, taking as much time as you need in each movement. And if you want to stay in a particular position, go ahead and take your time. Finishing your last side. And come on back to center. Now walk the hands towards the front foot and turn both feet forward, coming to lunge. When you're ready, stepping back to downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Inhale, falling forward to plank. Exhaling back. We're going to continue on here and feel free to lower the knees whenever it feels right to do so. Watching your breath, breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. It's almost like we're mimicking the rolling in and out of the tides here. Let's do one more. And out. Hold it here. 5 breaths in your downward facing dog. And again, even though our body is in stillness, notice the flow of your breath. Just like the movement of water, follow the ebb and flow of your inhales and exhales. Next time you breathe in, we're going to come all the way forward again. Option to lower the knees, coming all the way down onto the belly. We're setting up for your Cobra. Inhale, coming up to baby Cobra first. Noticing the engagement in the low back, and see if we can keep this as we start to press on up. Keep those shoulders down, heart forward. Belly's engaged. See if we can stay here for 2 breaths. And slowly release down. Come on back to downward facing dog. All right, when you're ready, walk the feet forward, coming to your forward bend. We're going to inhale, come halfway up, lengthen along the spine, and exhale, lower down. Again, breathe in, lengthen, and exhale. One more, breathe in and out. Round those legs, bend the knees, pull the belly in as you roll on up to stand. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, circle down. Again, breathe in and out. One more, breathe in and out. Hands to your heart. So when you're ready, come on back to a steady stance, grounding down into both your legs. I'm going to pick up the right heel again. Again, option to stay, option to hover the foot, option to draw the knee towards you. Finding your balance, we're going to send the leg back. Again, hinging slightly at the hips, we're going to tap the back toes down and lift. Tap and lift. One more and lift. Hold it here, bend into the front leg. Reach the back foot back as you lower down, coming to your high lunge. Reach those arms up. If you like, sink into the hips and reach the arms, the heart forward, coming to Crescent Lunge. Slowly bring the hands down. We're going to bring the back knee down. We're going to start to lengthen the front leg and coming back to lunge. Now here's where blocks might give you a little bit more space to make this pose a little more accessible. So work with what you have. And again, flowing with your breath. Next time you have the front leg extended, we're going to hold here. You might even walk the block slightly back. Lengthen along the spine, front toes up to the sky. And again, see if you can imagine drawing the belly closer towards the thighs. Relax into the shoulders. And then walk your hands or your blocks forward to frame your front foot and bend into the front knee. Now from here, you can stay on your blocks if you wish, but maybe to a lower setting for stability. Otherwise, you can remove them all together. We're going to start to bring your right hand a little bit off to the right side, maybe even off your mat. We're going to lean our weight more into the right hand, and the left hand can come onto the knee. From here, you may even consider walking the front foot a little bit closer towards the middle of the mat. You might stay here, or you might start to sink a little deeper into the hips. You might start to roll onto the pinky toe side of the front foot. But you want to keep this foot flexed as you do so. So you're going to gently open the knee out to the side. You might continue to sink down into the hips. You might open the chest, draw the shoulders back and down. And you might even add a little twisting, drawing the belly towards the front leg. And again, you might create this ebb and flow here, just gently deepening and releasing. Flowing with your breath. Make any adjustments as you need, either to increase or decrease the intensity of this pose for you here. Then slowly come on back up. You're going to walk the foot back to its original position. Bring both hands back, framing your front foot. We're going to tuck the back toes under and lift the back knee. Keep the right hand down, reach the left arm forward, and as you exhale, twist. And then untwist. Again, twist and untwist. Now bring both hands down. From here, we're going to shift the weight into the front leg. So if you have a really wide stance, you might bring the back foot up slightly. We're going to shift the weight into the front leg. Pick the back foot up. Option 1, you're going to bend into the back leg and just place the back knee down to the inside of the foot. And you're going to slowly find your way down to sit. Or you might bring the knee all the way to the pinky toe side of the front foot and sit down, coming to a cow face seated pose, or the cow face leg pose if you like. From here, we're going to come into a twist. So lengthen along the spine as you breathe in. As you exhale, twist to your left. You might hug that top knee towards your chest. Relax the shoulders, breathe. And slowly untwist. We're going to do a counter twist here and bring both hands towards the right side. Lengthen, breathe. If it feels good, you might walk the hands a little bit further away and do a little bow down and up. Walk the hands back. Now from here, we're going to come back to a downward facing dog. You can always uncross the legs and then find your way back, the easiest way for you. Or you might come back to this position. Bring both hands down to the ground. Lift the hips and then send the right foot back, then left foot back. Coming to your downward facing dog. Deep breaths here. Inhale, reaching the left leg up high. Tap the toes down. Again, reach up and lower. One more up. This time, knee to chest. Step the foot through. Open the chest, look forward, and then step the back foot up. Exhale, forward bend. Come halfway up, lengthen the spine. Exhale down. Again, inhale up. And exhale down. One more, breathe in. And out. Ground the legs down, pull the belly in, roll on up to stand. Inhale, reach up. Hands to your heart, exhale. Take a breath here. When you're ready, shifting your weight into your right leg and picking the left heel up. Again, option to stay here, hover the foot, or pick that leg up. Belly in, lengthen the spine. And I'm going to send the leg back. Again, hinging slightly at the hips. We're going to tap the toes down and up. Again, tap and up. Last one, tap and up. Hold here, bend into the standing leg. Reach the back leg away and slowly place it down. High lunge here. Make your adjustments. Feel stable in your stance. Maybe the arms are up. Option to stay here, or you might sink into the hips and come to a little back bend. Notice the breath here. Ground those legs down. And then bring the hands down. We're going to lower the back knee. Again, option to bring blocks underneath your hands. You might even walk the blocks slightly back behind the front foot. Feel free to adjust the height of the blocks as you like them. We're going to lengthen the front leg, maybe toes up to the sky, and come on back to lunge. Flow with your breath. The next time you straighten the front leg, we're going to hold here. Lengthening along the spine. Again, imagine getting that belly close to the front thigh. Notice if you can relax into the shoulders and find a little more length along the neck. Continue with your breath. We're going to bend into the front knee. Again, you can walk the blocks back to frame your front foot, or you might do without the blocks. See how you feel. Now again, we're going to bring your, this time the left hand slightly off the mat. You're going to bring your weight into the left hand. You might walk the front foot a little bit closer towards the middle of the mat. Right hand on top of the right knee. From here, you might sink into the hips and turn your belly towards the front leg, and you might stay right here. Otherwise, you might start to bring the, or pivot onto the pinky toe side of the front foot. But don't let the ankle drop, okay? You're going to keep the foot flexed as you do this. So the foot is engaged. Slightly draw the right knee open. Deep breaths here. And again, you might sink into the pose and release. Flowing with your breath. One more here. And come on back. Bring your foot back to the original position. Bring your hands back to frame the front foot. Tuck the back toes under. Lift the back knee. Left hand to the ground, right arm forward as you exhale. Twist and untwist. Again, one more. Twist and untwist. Bring your hands down. Again, we're going to shift the weight into the front leg and pick the back foot up. Feel free to step the back foot slightly forward for this. And again, when you're ready, we're going to bend into the back knee, either placing the knee to the inside or the outside of the front foot, and make your way down to sit. Lengthen along the spine. You might hang out here. If this is too much, come to a cross-legged pose. As you exhale, you're going to twist towards your right. You might hug that right knee towards your chest. Lengthen along the spine. Breathe. And then come on back to center. Exhale, we're going to counter twist to the other side. And if it feels good, walk your hands slightly further away and bow down. And come on back up. Bring your hands back towards the front of the mat. Find your best way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right leg up and tap it down. Again, reach up and down. One more up. This time draw the knee to your chest. Step the foot through. Open the chest, look forward, breathe. And then set the back foot up. Forward bend. Come halfway up, lengthen the spine. Exhale down. Again, breathe in and out. One more, breathe in and out. Ground the legs, bend the knees, pull the belly in as you roll on up. Inhale, reach up. Hands to your heart, exhale. And take a breath here. Okay. When you're ready, we're going to find our way down onto our backs. Come down the best way for you, or you might play around with squatting all the way down. Maybe the hands and knees are not needed as you lower down gently. And then from here, we're going to come all the way onto our backs. You're going to hug the knees in towards your chest and gently rock side to side. You might circle the knees going one direction and the other. All right. From here, we're going to bring the feet down roughly hip distance apart. Arms are by your sides, palms down. I'm going to just do a few gentle bridge flows here. So as you ground down into the feet, we're going to lift the hips, ground the shoulders down, keep lifting the chest up towards the sky, and then slowly roll on down one vertebra at a time. So again, inhale, rolling up one vertebra at a time. Coming as high as it feels good, and then exhaling, rolling down one vertebra at a time. So again, in keeping with the theme of flowing water today, imagining your body fluid in its movement. Breathe in and out according to the movement of your body, and move according to the movement of your breath. Let's do one more here. And lower. You can bring your hands onto your belly, walk the feet a bit wider than hip width apart, and just gently sway the knees side to side. Come on back to center. I'm going to walk the feet to roughly hip distance apart and start to reach the legs out long. Arms up overhead. Nice big stretch here. And then hug the right knee in. And give it a squeeze. Gently rock side to side. And then you're going to draw the right knee towards the right armpit. Just gently opening up that hip. Now from here, you're going to flex into the foot. Option to stay right here. Otherwise, you're going to start to draw the sole of the foot up towards the ceiling. You're going to bring your right arm to the inside of the right knee. And then the hand is going to come and hold on to the pinky toe side of the right foot. Now, if it doesn't quite get there, you might want to hold on to the ankle or onto the shin instead. But if you're able to grab hold of the foot, we're going to start to draw the sole of the foot up towards the ceiling so that imagine you're trying to place that foot onto the ceiling. You're going to keep drawing down. So you're going to press your hand into foot and then also foot back into your hand. Keep the knee close towards your armpit. And just stay here for maybe 2 or 3 more breaths. And again, you might deepen and release. Again, coming back to this ebb and flow. And then release. We're going to hug the knee back in. You might gently rock side to side. Now if you have a strap, you might bring the strap around the sole of the foot. Or you might hold on to the big toe if you're able to wrap your fingers around the big toe. And we're going to open the leg out to the side. Now, if this is too much and you don't have a strap, you can keep the knee bent, or you might grab hold of the leg anywhere where it feels natural for you to do so. Try to keep the left hip down, shoulder blades down. 1 more breath. And then bend into the knee. Bring the knee back to center. This time opposite hand onto the knee. Right arm reaches out. Exhale, twist. And you might look away from the knees. So looking towards your right. Again, trying to keep both shoulder blades to the ground. And then again, observing your breath and notice how the quality and the intensity of your breath changes in the different positions. And then slowly come on back to center. We're going to reach that right leg out, reach the arms up overhead, draw the belly up to the sky so you arch the lower back, a nice big stretch here. And then hug the left knee in. And again, you might give yourself a moment here, gently rock side to side. And then you're going to bring the knee towards the left armpit. Option to hold right here. Or you might flex into the foot. Bring the left arm to the inside of the left knee. And with the hand, you're going to grab hold of maybe the pinky toe side of the foot. Maybe the ankle or the shin. If you have the foot, you're going to start to draw the foot up towards the ceiling. And again, pressing hand into foot, foot into hand. And keeping the knee close towards the armpit. Other hand can rest anywhere it likes. And again, introducing this gentle pulsing here, if you like, to deepen and release. Again, allowing the breath to flow with the movement of your body. And then release, draw the knee towards the chest, give it a hug. If you have a strap with you, you might grab the strap, or you might hold on to your big toe or your leg, anywhere that feels right for you to open the leg out to the side. Again, trying to keep the right or the opposite hip down and bring both shoulder blades to the ground. Again, just listening to your breath here. And noticing if you're able to relax into any areas that might be feeling more sensation as you stay in this pose. And then slowly bring the knee back to center. Opposite hand onto the knee as you exhale, coming to a spinal twist. You can reach the left arm away. You might look towards your left. Again, both shoulder blades stay down. And notice if you're able to allow the body to release and let go. Watching the flow of your breath. And then slowly come on back to center. Give yourself a hug, so bring those knees in. Give them a squeeze. You might even curl up and just roll into a little ball. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then when you're ready, release the legs, release the arms, coming to your Shavasana. Allow your body to relax. Make any minor adjustments as you need. And then allow the body to gradually find stillness, calmness, and relaxation. You might continue to watch the breath. Noticing how it feels as you fill up with your inhale, and as you relax and release the exhale. And bring awareness to your body and noticing how your body feels right now in this moment. How does it compare to the beginning of class? Noticing areas in the body that are feeling sensations. And again, you might compare how do they feel compared to the beginning of class. Are the sensations in different places? Are they the same? Are the sensations different? Do you have new sensations? What is the feeling in the body? And where are you feeling those feelings and emotions in the body? And how about your mind? Does your mind feel rested, refreshed? Or do you still feel the thoughts that are in your mind, similar to the beginning of class? Whatever might be arising or coming up or showing up in your body or mind, notice if you can allow them to be seen without judgment, without attachment or aversion. Just really welcoming these movements, sensations, feelings, and thoughts. And just observing them. Taking one last deep breath in. Breathe all the way out. Maybe start to bring some movements back into your body, wriggling your fingers, your toes. And bend into your knees, roll over to your favorite side. Keeping your eyes closed, gently come up to a comfortable seated position. And when you're ready, inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, draw the thumbs to your forehead for positive thoughts. Thumbs to your lips for kind words. And thumbs to your heart for inner peace and happiness. Gently open your eyes. Namaste.